I forgot to get coffee, and then that turned into there was a stray cat at the front door pissing off our cats, so I had to go shoo him away. Morning, everybody. What's up, Yoran, JK? What's up, guys? Gonna get a couple hours in this morning for now, and then I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store with Chris, depending on her schedule. And then we've got Tainted Grail kicking off at 9 a.m. Central this morning. So once, yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. I need to see what quests I have. More importantly, actually, I'm gonna go. I got a whole bunch of money to burn. Let's go see what kind of expansions I can build for my home and how do I get a hold of them. I know I need to expand the vivarium, I just don't know how.
Lumos.
This is all, I don't care about furniture so much. Somebody had said you could unlock additional, like, vivariums, additional biomes. I wonder if to do that, if I have to do that from inside, I wonder. Oh, I'll restart, Sherrard. Yeah, I'll restart, I think. Actually, I don't know that I'll restart. I need to think on that more. I don't really have to restart since I'm gonna be playing the same thief character, so I'll probably just pick up where I left off. I don't really think there's anything I would change from that first playthrough. This is what I'm looking for right here. Yeah, Rabbit Soup, I just needed to see this menu is what I was looking for. I was looking for where do I see the options. Purchase from tomes and scrolls. A large beast trough that keeps your beasts fit. That's what I'm looking for. And then how do I lock additional biomes? Well, let's start this. We need to go to tomes and scrolls. I have way too many toads. Oh, you can return to the wild if you want to. That's good.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Alright. Beast feeder. Yes, I actually have a little bit of money to burn.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
I don't have a medium pot yet.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
A T-shaped potion station. I wonder if that allows me to do all 3 types.
A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything
Well,
else.
for now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, so now they're going to be fed all the time. Because then I just have to come in here and be like, bloop. Yeah, those things have like 500 gold a pop. I'll make this fit in here. Alright, so now I have a small, medium, and large. Okay. Okay, I think that's all we can do for upgrades really quick. Oh, that is a ways away. To a place we've never been.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to introduce.
I might as well do these because I'm gonna need
try when
some.
I see one.
I'm starting to run low on inventory space, so let's do this.
Confringo. Revelio.
This is gonna take a few minutes to figure out where all these. Ooh, Ashwonder eggs.
Accio. Revelio.
There's one there. Morning. I'm about to figure out where these all are.
Revelio.
Oh, there's one over there and one over there. Okay, I see.
Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
How many more of those do we need for the next upgrade? Two more? I might as well do them. Let's find a couple more on the map really quick.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Can't save it. Oh, there it is. Is this something I can capture? Probably not. It just wants to eat me. You know what I probably need to start fabricating is mallow sweet, because I don't know that I'm getting... I was erudite, but I think I've cleared all the hamlets that were here. I did find more hamlets at the end of yesterday's session, so... This is one of those ones where things grow. Alright, I need one more Merlin trial for the next tier of inventory unlocks. I know I've found a few. Wherefore art thou? Twould be the next question. Surely I found more than that. I feel like I found way more than that, but I guess they're not all showing up on the map right now. Huh. Well, regardless, I have no flu thingies close to here. That feels weird. I could have sworn I had more. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know what this is. I've never done this before. Okay. Do I have to find some more balls? Because those are locked in place now. Okay, yeah, those are locked in. I see some right over there. Oh, yesterday's Warhammer Skulls event was massive. If you go, I'm not on my Xbox right now. I'm logged onto the PlayStation. I don't even know if they've done it for the PlayStation. If you go like to the, if you load up your Xbox as an example, let me go to like, so yeah, I don't know if there's something here for the PlayStation, but I know like on Xbox yesterday, or this morning I should say, because I was on Xbox. There's a huge page that says Warhammer Skulls like 85% off deal, and you open that up on the Xbox, there's like 30 or 40 Warhammer games that are on sale for like 85% off right now. It's ridiculous. I don't know that there's necessarily anything on the PS5 right now. Yeah, here, let me just show you guys. Let me open up the Xbox real quick. I'll need to switch over. This is crazy. Like I've played a few of them. But it's funny. I was talking to somebody from Owlcat Games this morning, and she runs their social media, and she was like, "I caught your reaction video yesterday. I'm so happy. So I'm sharing this with the team." And I was like, "That's awesome." Like I was stoked when I saw the Rogue Trader 2. Um, oh, dude, no, they're not gonna. There's nothing to show for the Warhammer show. There's nothing to show. They're still in the writing phase. Oh, it's not here right now. I wonder where it would be. I might have to go to the store. There was a big like button right here that said Warhammer's Skull, and then it showed me everything that was on sale. Let me go to the store really quick and see if they show it in the actual store. Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna be able to find it now. But they had it promoted. There's like everything is on sale that's like Warhammer related. Um, and they had a big thing that showed it, and I'm not seeing the big button right now. Publisher Spotlight Series. That's not it. Well, damn it. It was here. And it's definitely like all these games that are on sale. I bet if we search like Warhammer, we'll find it specifically. Because like I own everything, a lot of these cases, or they're on. So like these are 50% off. But like I was hoping it would show like the whole thing because there's a big. No, I don't want to watch that. Anyway, there's all sorts of Warhammer games are on sale right now. But they did have a big button this morning, and I'm not seeing it at the moment because it was like all the Warhammer games because it was talking about the Warhammer Warhammer Skulls event, and everything that was on sale. It was nuts. There's so many things. Um, I'm assuming that stuff's on sale everywhere from Warhammer. By the way, kids, Tainted Grail here in a few hours. We're gonna be back for that. It's got me. I was thinking I might do. So Destiny 2 has an expansion coming out in July 15th. But then Rogue Trader has their second DLC coming on June 24th, which is when I start Death Stranding 2. But now I'm looking at Rogue Trader going, that might be pretty fun to do a full clear of Rogue Trader in July after I've already played it once, but it would be cool to do another playthrough and like go through the DLC in the month of July. But I don't know. We just might have to see how to play that one by ear. Mithril says it's not on Steam as far as I can see. Yeah, I don't see anything directly on PlayStation either. Is there a third one here? Exactly, Transcend. Like, anybody who says there's no games to play, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Where's the third one here?
Accio.
There's got to be a third one around here somewhere. I just don't know where.
Accio.
I may have to break down and use Revelio.
Revelio.
There it is. How did I miss that?
Accio.
Do I like RTS games in general? I mean, not really. Just depends. Like, but I don't consider all turn-based games RTS games, if that makes sense. I know some people will call all turn-based games RTS games, and I don't really put those in the same category. To me, RTS games are more like Dune Spice Wars, where you're like managing resources, right? So are we talking about those types of games? Like Warcraft, the original Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, Dune Spice Wars. That's what I think of like when I think RTS games. I did not get into Warhammer until Rogue Trader came out. I've never I never really played. Okay, yeah. So we're on the same page. Yeah, I don't really know that much about Warhammer. I got into Warhammer because of Rogue Trader 2 years ago. And that's the game that introduced me to, because I was like, well, I love their Pathfinder games. I knew of Warhammer. I had never played Warhammer because I was always too busy with Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder and stuff. So that was the game. And then since then I played Bolt Runner, Space Marine 2, Dark Tide. I've played 5 or 6 Warhammer games since I played Rogue Trader. All right. Man, I tell you what, guys, I did some exercises yesterday, and I'm having an uncomfortable morning with my leg this morning. I did squats yesterday for the first time in a while, and I'm definitely feeling it this morning. I've been feeling really good the past 4 or 5 days, and this morning I'm just like, ugh. Gustav says, watching you on a cold autumn morning and drinking a tea is peak Harry Potter vibes. It is peak Harry Potter vibes, but I'm jealous of where you live that it's peak autumn because where I live, it's still fucking summer. Yesterday was 40 degrees
I would
Fahrenheit,
so appreciate
Celsius,
a little
sorry.
help.
40 degrees Celsius, 105 Fahrenheit.
If only someone would come to me aid.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe. Careful. Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me first.
Well, moving to the mountains is the long-term plan for us, so...
This place has seen better days.
Not quite there yet. Gotta keep saving. Kitty cat. What's up, Mellerex? Barbarossa, who did I miss? Everybody else coming in. A bunch of people sneaking in on chat this morning. Stickman says, people say there's nothing to play and I'm buried. Yeah. I said that yesterday with, when I did that Tainted Grail video last night. It was like, I do not understand the people who are like, there's nothing to play.
Accio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Confringo.
I would imagine those are the same types of people that go to restaurants. Like, there's nothing to eat, and there's 50 things on the menu. Or they sit at home and they live in a city and there's 300 restaurants around them. There's nothing to eat. I'm bored. Thanks, Gustav. I think this morning is just because I've been feeling really good the last week. I've been feeling really good actually. Yesterday I did some squats, So I need to right now. I need to start strengthening my legs again because I've been just doing therapy for like 4 months. And literally the step I was on, because I can't go to therapy right now because the offices, they're moving offices. And I was literally supposed to have a doctor's appointment last Thursday or last Tuesday. I can't remember. Whenever I went to the doctor last week. And it's actually, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. To have a doctor's visit to see what the next step of my physical therapy was going to be. And the building got condemned. So they're in the process of like trying to find a new building to move to. So everybody's waiting. So the next step was literally my physical therapist. I did an exercise bike day, and she's like, "Well, I think you're good to start doing the reinforcement stuff." So now it's just building up the muscle strength again and all the tendon strength and ligament strength and everything else. So squats and exercise bike and everything else. But I did some new squats last night, and I'm feeling it this morning. The problem is it's because it's still, you've got an injury, a long-term, long healing injury there. It's not just like normal muscle pain. It's just like, let me cry about it a little bit to my stream is what it is. Feel sympathy for me, kids. It's the parasocial sympathy bell. Let me ring that a little harder. She needs a Xanax? Yeah, she sounded like she did, yeah.
Psst, over here. Quietly.
Shit, I should have got more coffee before we started this
I'm glad
quest.
that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that
My
Rookwood
last
and
slug
Harlow
was
were after
lukewarm,
you,
so I need some
I
hot
decided
coffee
that
now.
you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Give me 2 seconds here. Someone was just saying we. So I don't know if you guys caught the announcement, by the way, last night. Alex Garland. If you don't know who Alex Garland is, this guy has been directing some of the most amazing films of the last 10 years. Science fiction films. He's a great director, right? He was a video game writer before he became a film director, right? And a novelist. He just got announced yesterday, I think. He's directing the Elden Ring game, video game adaptation film. I said that all wrong. Alex Garland has been tapped to direct the Elden Ring film adaptation. And this guy, like, his films, I'm going to read off some of his films. Some of you have probably seen these. So he's an author, director, and screenwriter, right? So he started off, if I remember correctly, he started off doing video games as a video game writer. And then, no, he started off with novels. And then got into like video game development. Yeah, so video games. He did Enslaved, Odyssey of the West, and DMC Devil May Cry. So his films, as a writer, he did 28 Days Later, Sunshine, 28 Weeks Later, Never Let Me Go, Dread, Ex Machina. He was also the director on Ex Machina, director and writer of Annihilation, director and writer of Men, director and writer of Civil War, director and writer of Warfare, which just came out, writer on 28 Years Later, writer on 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, and now he just got tapped to be the writer and director of the untitled Elden Ring movie that's currently in production. Dude. Oh, and he was the writer-director of Devs, if you haven't seen Devs, which was fucking amazing. So yeah, I've not even played the Elden Ring game, but I bring this up because someone was saying it'd be really cool if Elden Ring followed the footsteps of, they won't, of Lies of P and adding a story mode, but it'd be really cool if they did.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in.
Right, and the thing
I do
is,
not
like,
see any
his
guards,
direction
but
style,
we
if
should
you've
still
never seen any of
try
his
to
other
be
work,
as quiet as
he
possible.
does
Harlow
science
is here
fiction and
after all.
horror incredibly well. And action. So I have no doubt that Elden Ring movie is going to be absolutely lit. I haven't watched Warfare yet. I need to. I've heard really good things about it, so it's going to be next on my agenda to watch. Civil War was intense. Darren Aronofsky just has a new film out too, which I need to go watch. But I think it's only going to be in the theaters. I just saw the trailer for it last night. Caught Stealing. Oh shit, I still haven't watched The Whale either. I've seen every single one of Aronofsky's films since he started with Pi, except I forgot to watch The Whale, which was a couple years ago with Brandon Fraser. I still think The Fountain is my favorite film by him. That or Black Swan. Oh yeah, have you seen Ex Machina and Annihilation Transcend? If you've not seen Ex Machina and Annihilation, those two films back to back. Oh, you got to go watch those. They're definitely psychological. So Ex Machina, dude, Ex Machina is probably one of my favorite science fiction films. Domhnall Gleeson, Alicia Vikander, and Oscar Isaac. So it's basically this programmer played by Oscar Isaac who builds this. He's basically trying to administer a Turing test to a humanoid android who is played by Alicia Vikander. Super hot, sexy android girl, right? So he's got this bunker out in the middle of nowhere, and he builds this robot, and he wants to apply the Turing test. So he brings in this outside programmer played by Domhnall Gleeson to come test this robot, and that whole fucking movie is about what is consciousness. But it's fucked up. It's a fucked up movie. And the ending is, I don't want to spoil it. The ending is absolutely amazing. Like, I've seen that film I think 4 times. It's so good. And then Annihilation is with Natalie Portman. And it's got Natalie Portman, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez, Tessa Thompson, Tuva Novotny, and Oscar Isaac. And that's even more of a psychological, because it's like it's listed as a science fiction horror film. Basically, it's a group of scientists who enter this alternate dimension where there's like quarantine zone of mutating plants and animals that's caused by aliens. Dude. But I would recommend starting with Ex Machina. Ex Machina is really good, but Ex Machina is more just like straight up science fiction, whereas opposed to Annihilation is more the science fiction horror type thing. I think Ex Machina was the first movie I saw with Alicia Vikander in it. Right before I think the one I saw after that was like Tomb Raider, probably.
Revelio.
Venite. Oh, nothing.
I gotta find a way in here. I'd say we can go right here.
Accio. I wonder what that does. Confringo. Well, that didn't work. Something with a bit more force. That did it.
Oh, I'm gonna need Wingardium Leviosa, I bet. Yep, I'm gonna have to drag that out and use it. Oh, I'm finally getting to use this spell. Alright. Where was it at, though? I forget which one this is. Leviosa. Glacius. Pretty sure I have it assigned somewhere. I think that's it right there.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Huh, I must need another one from somewhere. Oh, unless I'm supposed to flip it up on its side, maybe? Can you flip it up on its side? Unless I'm supposed to climb the pipe, maybe?
Revelio.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, no, wait, that's a chest. Never mind. Quidditch goggles? Hold up. Oh, I know for a fact I would enjoy Elden Ring's story. I've watched streams and I've loved everything I've seen about the story, and I like George R. R. Martin as a writer. But I just won't play it because of the stupid difficulty thing. It's like, nope, I'm not going to subject myself to it. Edward, you should like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. I've published multiple videos about what I'm doing with Tainted Grail, and we were actually just talking about it a few minutes ago.
Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
Matter of fact, there was 2 videos published yesterday on Elden Ring, sorry. Tainted Grail. Now you got me on Elden Ring. 2 videos published yesterday on Tainted Grail and my plans for it. Short version, yes. What am I missing here? Because that's not...
Wingardium Leviosa.
Can I get on the box? And do it that way? No. As soon as you get on top. I wish I could flip it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, I'm genuinely confused here right now. So I'm obviously... Yeah, I can't get on it and use it, though. I just tried doing that, and it won't let me. Like, as soon as I step on it, it no longer becomes... I don't think I can damage the wall.
Confringo.
There's got to be, like, another box around here somewhere that I'm just missing.
Confringo. Revelio.
But I sure as shit don't see it anywhere. Because I can't jump that. There's no way. It's too high.
Revelio.
That's got to be the way in, though. The thing that spins is what opened the gate for me to get the box out in the first place, so...
Revelio.
I was hoping I could
Wingardium Leviosa.
flip this thing, but it won't let me. Whoa, it spun it there, though. Oh, shit. Where did it just go? You hijo de puta madre. Ay, no me chingas, güey. A la verga. I can't seem to, like, flip it any which direction. And I wish I could stick it to the wall. In a perfect world, I want to climb on it and, like, Leviosa as I'm on it, and it won't let me. So I'm genuinely confused by this part. Oh, you're not wrong.
Arresto momentum.
Hold on. I forgot that with the other one puts it in the... Hold that thought. You're not wrong, Lauren. Hang on a minute. I forgot all about that because it does... The other variant is for combat.
Leviosa.
Dude, that was it, Urin. Thank you so much for that. I completely forgot about that. The other one brings it up and then hovers it for a few moments. That was it. I forgot all about that. Puzzles!
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Accio.
You're a shitty wizard, Harry. There's no way I'm pulling that out, am I? I can't do anything while I'm crouched. Push it. Push it real good.
Must be another way in.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Push the gate. Don't blast it.
Capulso.
I bet I have to then pull that to keep it open. Alright.
Capulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up.
I'm a wizard!
I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
With the help of other people.
Hello, Homura. That is the main key.
That's right. Slam it against
My
the wall,
guess is
Seahawk.
that we'll
Make
find
it work.
Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I
Oh,
hear
no.
them.
Oh no. Trolls or something.
Yeah. Restrain the beast.
Oh, it's our hippogriff friend. How dare you damage my hippogriff buddy. Harlow,
Going.
you bitch.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff.
That's because this wizard...
Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
This wizard imbibes substances, JK. This wizard has a faulty
Blasted.
memory.
There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Thinking in terms of good and evil merely indicates a limited imagination.
He may have forgotten that you're supposed to puff, puff, pass, and not puff, puff, hold.
I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Levadium, Wingosa, Flirtatious delicious.
Confringo! Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, just push that.
Repulsor.
Can I go through there? No.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, that's there. Needed for something. Alright, over here. God, getting it through these doorways sometimes.
Levioso.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
Shit, where's my invisibility spell?
I dream of making
It's Totalis.
Dream away, sir. What was that?
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Did they sense me? Yep. Yep. But I think I can distract, right?
I think I heard something.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you. Show yourself.
Oh shit! I got set on fire! Oh no! What are you doing?
Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Protection. How does that? Levioso.
Reducto.
Expelliarmus.
And I got set on fire by the explosion, and then I panicked and mashed buttons. Alright, well at least we know we can go in here. There's something I can climb through right there. Shit, I need more coffee, guys. I'll be right back. I keep forgetting. Dude, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. Alright. I got about an hour, guys. I was just talking to Chris. We're going to go to the grocery store this morning. So, we're going to do a shorter stream this morning for Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy, sorry. Then I got to go to the grocery store with Chris. And then when I come back from the grocery store, we'll be ready to go for Tainted Grail. And good to go.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
It's about 5:40 in the morning this morning. We're gonna go early to the supermarket.
Hello, Homora.
Get in and get out before the heat. And right when they first open, so there's no people. Because people suck.
Revelio.
He said taint.
You're going home in a wooden box!
How did he see me?
Luma.
Levioso.
Accio.
Oh no, I fucking fell off! Oh no! Try again. Yes! Get to the store before it becomes too people-y. I would
The
agree.
safest place to sneak into. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
You've abandoned stealth for madness. Just gonna go in here guns blazing. Sorry, wand blazing. Sorry. Phantom X got me all distracted by using the taint word. Just immediately started thinking of
Shoot dead!
Beavis the Butthead.
Levioso.
Taint.
Stop these Confringo. Expelliarmus. The beasts are safer now. Aloha Mora. Levioso. Confringo.
Exactly, Hunter. Abandoned
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Sticky. Abandoned stealth for chaos.
Aloha Mora.
Aloha, Mara.
You're going home in a wooden box!
But what if I decide to do this?
No!
Levioso.
I shall kill you for this one!
Do not fall off of this, dude.
Aloha Mora.
Collection updated Niffler.
No, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
I got a Niffler! I don't know what a Niffler is.
Everything's all right now.
Problem is I don't have any space yet. My biome is full. I don't know how to unlock another biome for my...
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
That sack does not want to be looted. Loot it. Loot it. Loot it! Loot the sack. Loot it. Do it. Do it.
Revelio.
Keep it on my stash, eh? A scarecrow sorcerer's hat. Oh, it's such a delicious stash. Oh, look. A scarecrow sorcerer's hat. Such a special stash, bro. So I just have to hold on to him until then, Yoran?
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
Ooh, who's the brown one?
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, more.
Hurry.
I was gonna say, please don't tell me we're gonna leave her behind. Drop her on top. Yeah, buddy! Oh, I'm assuming I just got my flying mount.
Ho, ho!
So I'm assuming this is a lot like the, I'm assuming it controls just like the broom. Yeah, this controls just like
There's
the
the
broom.
Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
You're a wizard, Renfail! Dude, this is fucking epic.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle.
Who gives a shit? I'm just having fun flying my hippogriff. I do think the controls are atrocious for flying in this game, but goddamn if it doesn't look really freaking awesome.
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not
Dude,
expect to see
McDonald's
him
sounds
cast the
good this
killing
morning,
curse at
Phantom.
us. He won't
There's
forget
not one
this. Be
within
on your guard.
Of
3
course.
hours of me, though.
What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
New item unlocked. High Wing. New beasts inventory slots unlocked. Perfect. So I need to go back to my bestiary. Let's wait a second, because I'm probably about to get a bunch of mail.
Being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Alright, is that it? Are we done? Okay. I can't customize my mount yet. So we be going to the room of requirement. I'm yawning because I'm not awake yet. And I have some critters I can drop off too now. And I have a quest in here with Deke.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Deke can get in line.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He...
Did I give you permission to think? What? Did we just get access to a time traveling machine?
Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts.
I hesitate
Tobbs'
to
master
ask how
doesn't
he
let him
gets
leave
the
the cave.
juice out of the leaks.
And Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke.
Yeah, I gotta
I'll
go
find
get
Tobbs
the
for you.
Oh, thank
Mile
you.
Sweet
Please
seeds
let
first.
Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Alright, so now I can do something with this. So this is a different biome.
Lumos.
Oh, that's right. Who likes the scritches? Who likes the scritches? Didn't mean to do that. Sorry! Sorry! I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to shoot you. I feel like a bad pet dad. Somebody needs to take away my pet dad license. Dude, I like how they roll over on their back. They're like, scratch the belly. I could have sworn there was another critter in here somewhere. Oh, he's over here.
Accio.
Alright.
Revelio.
Well, that's cool. So now we have a second biome. Thestrals.
Scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
I haven't seen a Thestral yet. That's level 22 now, which means I can get that 4th tier. Ooh, I can AoE stun? Oh! AoE stealth kill, baby. That's pretty cool. Oh, those are those horse things, erudite? Oh, I don't know where I'm going to find those. But apparently I need to if I want to get the last little bits and pieces to do the... Hold that thought. I need to get seeds. I gotta remember where to buy seeds. Was it up here? I've got a quest up here, too.
Anyone can run a shop if they inherited it. Oh, hard work and good luck.
Yeah, you can't use your broom anywhere in here. Kinda lame if you ask me.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor?
Good for you, getting all those foul goblins a hiding.
Alright, lady, what you got for me? Nah, these aren't the seeds that I want. Who else
Doors
sells
always open.
seeds?
You be sure to stop by soon.
Wizardware. I don't think I do already have them, though, because I'm pretty sure I can only grow 2 or 3 types of plants.
Told that last Clementine I'd you chasing, but... Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise.
Yep, there it is. Mallowsweet seed.
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Your mom's got a stacked shelf. Oh, but I'm Tez. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen it doing the rain thing before. Mallowsweet, please. Thank you very much. Can I make any potions? Where did we see the crazy lady that was asking for an invisibility potion? I don't remember now. Doesn't matter. She don't need it. She just needed the Xanax. Yeah, it was a flu hut somewhere down in near the castle.
I remind you that you are studying at Hogwarts and not the Three Broomsticks? You'll never become an aura at this rate. So get your head out of your butterbeer and into a blasted wizard.
Bum ba dum ba dum, ba ba dum bum 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 bum. Woo! There's a door. Use it, Harry.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're a wizard! Alright. Oh, someone was asking earlier. I don't know about Steam, but if you go on GOG right now, there's a massive discount going on all these Warhammer games as well. I just was checking my emails and I've got a bunch of discount codes for Warhammer stuff. Like I've got a whole bunch of emails from them about Warhammer games on sale. They're also giving away a game. Yeah, it says Warhammer Skulls Festival of Video Games all-time discount. All sorts of games. Look like they're going on for 2 or 3 hours on GOG. So for anybody looking on deals on like Warhammer games, I know Xbox has a ton of deals. Looks like GOG has a ton of deals as well. By the way, Hex, I just saw your resub over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Looks like you asked a question on Twitch too. How did that not come through on Streamlabs? Do we know if companions are in Tainted Grail? I don't know at all. I've not played that deep. If Mithril's still in chat, Mithril might know because Mithril's put a ton of time into early access. I've only played the first 90 minutes, so I have no clue. Mithra says, as far as I've been able to see, you only get quest-specific companions. Hopefully that answers your question, Excellence. Looks like there may be some quest companions, but not, like, Skyrim-level companions. Check the weather, and then we shall continue this quest. Yay! It's only going to be 38 degrees Celsius today. Or 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's come down. We've dropped 8 degrees over the last 2 days. 8 degrees Fahrenheit. 4 degrees Celsius. I think we're past the hot stuff. I don't know. There may still be some hot weather in July, but the rainy season starts next week, so come on, get me past the hot weather.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Barbarossa asks, where do you live? I have a homestead where I spend most of my time. In the southeast of Mexico.
Keep an eye out.
In the
Never
general
know who's
vicinity of the border with
Although
Guatemala.
that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
And then occasionally I go up and spend a lot of time with my brother, which is where my permanent address is located, up at the cattle ranch in Missouri. Mithril, yeah, outside for sure, because we have all the sheet metal roofing on the
There he is. Good luck.
porch deck. Thankfully, this is just a concrete roof, but it gets loud outside for sure. Are you tight? I have a homestead where I spend most of my time. I am so posh and aristocratic. I spend my time in the countryside, you peasants.
What are you doing here?
Other than the fact it only has a single air conditioning unit. In a perfect world, like, I told Chris, we were talking about this the other day, I would love to aircon the whole house. But I'll tell you what, electricity is not cheap. If I tried to aircon this whole house during the hot season, I bet my electric bill would get up to like $300 a month, $400 a month. They do subsidize the electric from May 15th until October 15th. The government pays the bulk of the bill to help out during the hot season. But I run this AC. Really, the only months when I don't run the AC are like November, December, January, February. And even November and February, I'll run it occasionally. But I usually don't have to run the AC like December, January. But like right now, we've been 24/7 for, I think, since early April. It's been like 6 weeks probably. Just 24/7 AC in here. I don't leave the office very often. Like yesterday, I helped Chris cook. We fired the grill up, and I literally just take my shirt off, and nobody needs to see that kind of stuff. But I'm out there with a headband on. I got my bandana, no shirt, got the grill going. We were grilling up. She made burgers yesterday, and then I did some French fries. And we had burgers and fries, and I make a yogurt dip for the fries, like garlic yogurt dip. And then we're gonna grill up some steaks and brats on Sunday. But I mean, it's just like that's why we're going to the grocery store in like 30 minutes, is because it's just so hot right now. You got to go do your stuff. You got to get all the errands done at like before 9 o'clock in the morning, because by 10 o'clock it's already up to like 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside. But the good thing is like hot season here is like it's really only super hot in May. By the end of May, early June, the rain season starts. So it's still hot outside, but it's not like unbearably hot. May is a bad month. May is the month when everyone just stays inside and you pray that the electricity doesn't go out, because it has gone out this year. By the way, this is a funny story. So I've talked about this before, like the electricity will go out from time to time because it overloads the power grid because it gets so hot and everybody's running air conditioning, and a lot of people don't. They just wire it up. Like their cousin will come down and they'll bypass the meter and hook it directly up, and so they've got a lot of unregistered stuff, and so it's draining too much from the transformers, and so transformers will blow every year. Knock on wood. But like this year we haven't had any major. Again, knock on wood. It'll happen now. But what has happened is the last 4 days in a row at about 5:30 every single day, the lights all the lights just start flickering. And the power went out 2 days ago. Went out twice, but each time it was only for a couple minutes, and it was after the streams. But like 5:30 in the afternoon, it's hot. Like 3:30 to 6:30 is the peak heat, and like 5:30 in the afternoon, all of the rain, all of the drain on the power grid is happening, and so the lights are flickering, and every time the lights just go really dim and almost dark out. So it's crazy.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something, and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
Yeah, the problem here, Dribom, is none of these buildings are insulated, so it's literally just concrete block. Every building here is just concrete block, and with a flat concrete roof. And the problem is that trying to heat or cool said buildings is not economically sound because there's no insulation. So you're essentially, partially cooling the outside as well, or whatever. Like our cats, because I live in this insulated box, the wall to the corridor is right here. The wall that runs through the house, the main hallway. So the cats all line up in the afternoon and they lay down on the floor, scrunched up against the wall, because the floor, the concrete slab, and the concrete wall are cool. And so they just line up along the wall, and then in the bathroom the bathroom's on the other side of this wall. And so there usually be like 2 cats in the bathroom laying down on the floor against the wall, 3 cats or 4 cats in the corridor, and then usually Frodo and Smeagol come in here. We usually let at least a couple of them come in here, but the problem is I can't let too many of them come in the office because they do naughty things like jumping on laptops and chewing cables. And Snow White, who I bring in here occasionally, she's the outside cat. I'm gonna have to stop. I can't let her in here by herself anymore because she has become obsessed. So I use these little foam earplugs to sleep, and she discovered these like 3 days ago, and she has destroyed and she gets obsessed. Like, she got in here yesterday and she can, I don't know how, I'm guessing she smells them or something, but she knows they're on the desk, and so she just gets obsessed, and she's just constantly, now she's trying to climb on the desk, and I don't know if it's the smell of the foam or something, is like, but now that she knows they're there, like, she just won't stop trying to jump on the desk. And then she gets like up to the edge of the desk on the bed, and she's putting her paws, and like yesterday she was pushing my coffee mug to the side and like dragging the air conditioner control away, and like she's doing this at the desk trying to find the foam earbuds. So the cats don't, we have to be very cautious about cats in here because this is how I make a living. So is it expensive to insulation? Is it expensive to insulate here? Yes, it is. Like, just to do my office, Um, I was so just to insulate my office. If I wanted to do my office, it's not that easy because it's all black. So what I would have to do is I would have to buy. Um, it's the type of insulation that you would stick on. It's like a half-inch to three-quarter-inch thick type of foam insulation. And because I can do exterior, but then you're talking thousands of dollars. So I can't remember what it's called. It might be polystyrene, but it's they've got some that looks like aluminum foil on the outside, and then inside is like a white material, and then you put it on with adhesive. So it's an interior insulation that you would stick to the wall. So buying rolls of that stuff and insulating my entire office, all the walls and the ceiling, would be like $1,500. The problem with doing that is I can't just insulate the office. If I want to insulate the office, I also then need to treat the exterior of the house to ensure that no moisture penetrates from the roof, because it's a 20-year-old building with cracks and everything else. And so I would have to then also moisture protect and paint and do all these other things to the roof to then avoid any rainwater or anything seeping through and collecting on top of the roof ceiling insulation, because then that would push the insulation down and push it off the ceiling. So then to do that, I would also need to take care of the top of the house. And the wall outside, which then means I have to do deep cleaning and scrubbing and everything else. We have to prep, mesh all the cracks, treat the ceiling. That's another $2,000 to $3,000, because I can't just do one part of the ceiling, one part of the roof. I would need to do the whole roof, and I would need to do the walls of the house. So that's another $2,000 to $3,000 for that. So then just to insulate my office, suddenly I'm looking at probably conservatively, I could probably do it for $3,000, assuming I do all the labor myself. But if I'm having other people do the labor, I'm looking at probably $4,000. That's conservatively. And if I want to use really good materials, I'm looking at more like $5,000. So then we're looking at like, well, if I have no desire to spend $5,000 to insulate my office when I really only have to worry about being hot in here like 1 month out of the year, because we're looking at buying a second property. So spending $5,000 takes a chunk of the money we're saving for another property, and it's like, why do that for the 2 to 3 weeks out of the year when I'm uncomfortable in the office? You know, because when it's really hot, when it's 40, if anytime it's above 40 degrees Celsius, the air conditioner, it barely keeps it cool enough to be comfortable in here. Like if it gets to 42 plus, you'll feel it. It'll be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll still be sweating a little bit because the air conditioner, the little mini split, can't keep up. So yeah, it's like one of those things where it'd be $3,000 or $4,000 to insulate the office, and I'm not willing to spend $3,000 to $4,000 to do that. Not for just a few weeks of comfort out of the year. I just suck it up and wear a bandana and bitch about it occasionally on the channel when we're streaming. But that's yeah, exactly. The same thing with any sort of renovation. So I haven't done an update on the Homestead channel in a while on the home, because like when we moved in, I did a video when we first moved in. It's on the Homestead channel. I did a tour of the building. I did a tour of the house. And we talked about how we were going to paint, right? We're 3 years here. We've still never painted. And we're not going to, because what we discovered is that the moment we started looking at the amount of work that we would need to do to paint everything, it was like, well, shit, to do that we got to do this, to do that we got to do this, to do that we got to do this. Suddenly we're looking at $5,000 minimum to just paint everything, exterior and interior. And then if we want to do it proper and put like waterproofing on the roof, which has never been done. That's another. We priced the waterproofing in December. It was going to be $3,000 just to waterproof the roof, like the whole roof. to do it proper. So then it was like, well, shit. You know, yeah, anytime you start talking renovations, it's like you start looking at this, and it's like, well, now you're suddenly looking at 10,000. So we paid 10,000 cash for this place. So it's like to paint it and like make it look pretty and waterproof and everything else, another $10,000. It's like, it's not worth it. Like, we're not living here permanently. This is literally, we're hunkered down saving money for the next place. So it's not worth it to spend that kind of money. Because then it was also like we've been talking about getting a vehicle, but we have nowhere to park. So I would be parking the vehicle out on the street. And we have an area that we could renovate into a garage, but then it's like, you know, if we wanted to go that route, Dribrum, it would probably, yes, it would be cheaper to just bulldoze it completely and build it from scratch, to do it right, you know, the way we want it. But it's not worth it doing it here because we're saving all of our money to build the forever home somewhere else. So it's just not worth it. So we literally use this place as, it's, I don't know how you would describe it. It's a home. It has 4 walls and a roof. We have a small backyard where we can have lots of animals, and I have 2 internet connections and an air-conditioned office. So we have everything we need. And literally, my brother and I were talking about this. Guys, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm not playing the game right now. We're talking life shit. My brother and I were talking about this the other day, because we have a sibling who is obsessed with. My dad's the same way. My younger sister has the same disease my dad has, which is being obsessed with like having to have the big house and the $70,000 truck and, you know, nice things and all this other stuff. And it's like I don't have that obsession. Like, I do have a lot of very nice computer equipment, and you know, I have a nice camera, you know, because this was my day job for a lot of years. So I have nice equipment and I've spent money on those things, but Chris and I do. That's why we haven't painted in 3 years. It's like we really don't care. No one sees this house except for us. And when her family comes over and they don't care, like nobody cares. So it's like, the idea of spending money to make a place look pretty when you know you're only going to be here for 5 years maximum is just not something that's high on my list of priorities. Yes, I deal with the 30 days into the 365 and press on. Exactly. When does Tainted Grail go 1.0? Technically, it's already 1.0. But I think it goes live in like hang on, gotta calculate now. 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. Like 2.5 hours, I think, is when it officially launches. There are cave houses here, but very expensive.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
There you go, Hexcellence.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
All right.
I hope we don't regret.
We've been looking at property in a place called Comitan, Mexico. It's got a pretty nice climate. It's not high up in the mountains, so it's not too rural. All right, kids. I gotta go. I gotta go to the grocery store. I'll be back in 2.5 hours, to start our Tainted Grail playthrough. So I'll see everybody then. This game is going to be moving to the back burner, so everybody who's been following with the Harry Potter stuff, thank you so much for being here for this. I'll be continuing to plug away at this in the background. But mosquitoes, man. But we are wrapping this up as the main play because now I got a new game to move on to. So we're going to go do Tainted Grail in a few hours, and that's going to be the main game for the next couple weeks until Dune Awakening drops. And in a few days, we're also going to go watch the Dune Awakening live stream together on mid-game, late-game. They're going to show some of that stuff off. And then I'll be starting early access for Dune Awakening on June 5th. So we're going to be doing Tainted Grail up until June 5th. And then we start a brand new adventure in an online... I haven't done an online launch, I think, since Star Wars: Old Republic kicked off. So that'll be fun. All right. Catch you guys in a bit.